All right, slay
I was
beans.
just waiting for you to stop hating me. Stop hating on my,
It's gonna
I don't
be
know.
part of the raw unedited footage. Stop
I
hating
think
on
so.
my I don't know, my 6'7".
Yeah, it's not my six. Six,
What
seven.
did you even? How did you? What even was the intro earlier? Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 2 of the Wait, Let Me Explain podcast. I'm your host Kawaa, and I'm here with.
Hello, I'm Himiko.
And recently, I just went to a concert, and it really got me thinking about today's topic. Actually, what makes an artist good? What makes a musician good, or even their music? So yeah, let's dive into it. Are you ready, Himiko?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Actually, I have a question to start off. I have a question to ask you.
Yeah.
Actually I asked this to a lot of people. Like this is just one of those like weird questions, and I'm like I kind of just like asking people it. So, when you listen to music, do you listen to music for its lyrics more so, or do you think you listen to it for its sound? Like, what makes you like music?
So, so for me, it completely depends. I love both.
Mhm.
I love like a lot of like metal and rock music, not as much for their lyrics, but more for their actual beat, their melody, the actual like background music, because it just more gets me going. There's some like lyrics that I do love. There's some that do have like for like rock and metal that I just listen to for that. But I think I'd probably go more lyrics for background and like the actual music and stuff. But
Yeah.
there are some where I'm just like it just kind of gets me going. It's like a fucking sick ass like beat,
Just makes you want
and
to
then
dance.
but then there's other ones where like I there's a lot that I love, so that's why I primarily listen.
Yeah, that's true. Like I know some people like when I've asked this question, some people respond saying like I don't really like care much for the lyrics. Like I care more about like if they have a good voice, or if like they're like the way they compose music is like good, or the way they like mix sounds and whatever. I think for me
The
personally,
voice is a whole different thing. If someone has a bad
yeah,
voice that's singing, if I don't like their voice, I don't care if I love their lyrics. I don't like their
really. So it's
voice.
like if they don't
Like
have a good
it's
voice, it's just done. Just that's it. Nuh.
well, yeah, because it's like
Wow. Yeah.
I feel like a voice like really like plays like a huge part in it. Like if their voice
Yeah.
is like sounds like there's it's toad singing,
The chandelier video.
like
Have you guys seen
I might listen to it because it's kind of funny, but I'm not
that?
gonna be like, oh, let me listen to that song. Like that's such a good song. No,
Yeah. No.
it's much more the case of is I need like a decent singing voice, even if it's like they can have like a bad voice, but like auto tune pretty much like saves it. That would be fine as long as it's not like a disgruntly like bad voice. Then I'm fine with it.
Yeah, no. How do you okay, actually, how do you feel? Because, like, I went to a concert recently and I saw, like, some people open for, like, the artist I was going to see. I went to go see Marina and the Diamonds, by the way, for everyone listening. But yeah, I saw some people open for her, and, like, sometimes, like, how do you feel about people who, like, use autotune when they, like, perform? Like, is that, like, a turn off for you, or is that, like, you don't care?
I really don't care
Mm.
because honestly, like I do think some people really do need it. Like
Yeah.
not to sound like rude, but there are some people that like yeah they might have a decent singing voice or they're like good with like their vocal, not a great singing voice, or the other way around. I think sometimes like they need to use the auto tune because
Yeah.
if not, it just sounds terrible or it doesn't like present itself the same way. Like, certain songs also have like if you look at like a case of sign that's like dubstep
Yeah.
or like and like EDM and stuff like that, like your more electronic like that type of music, it's like if their voice is not auto tuned, now it doesn't fit the theme.
Yeah, it's like you kind of need it. It's like hyperpop too. Like I feel like hyperpop is very like you need the
Yeah, stuff like
autotune.
that. Yeah, I
Mhm.
just was naming like a couple of them, but yeah, stuff like that. Like it needs like that auto
Mhm.
tune to fit with the background.
Yeah, yeah. Like yeah, personally I don't think I mind it. Like I think it's like one of those things where it's like I think it's like maybe like personally in my opinion like 10 times like more impressive when they can do it without it, but like I understand like when you need it cuz like some songs yeah, you just genuinely need it for it. And yeah. Okay, I have another question for you. Have you ever recalled a time where music has saved you? This one's a little bit more deep, but like cuz I have my own personal experiences, but I want to hear about yours. Like has there ever been the time where music has just like been like there for you? The gears are clicking.
it
The
depends
gears are
like how
turning.
you define been there for me,
Mhm.
really.
Yeah.
Like I do associate music with like specific situations at times. I don't know if you do this. I know other people do as well. Like whenever
Yeah.
like my grandfather passed away, me
Mhm.
and my family like associated One Call Away by Tony Booth to like him.
Oh yeah.
Like that was that. And like whenever my grandmother moved to Florida, I associated Die with a Smile with Mars and Lady Gaga. So
Wow.
that
Yeah.
like certain songs like that,
Yeah.
like whenever I'm sad, I'll sometimes listen to it, or like if I'm thinking of them, I'll listen to it. I would not say any have really like saved me because
Mhm.
I've never been like in a case of oh I absolutely hate life or like anything like that. Like, I've never been like that. It's just been more the case that like there are times where I'm sad and like certain music just kind of gets me going. Or like
Yeah.
for a great example for volleyball last year, I was driving to a college 3 hours away.
Yeah.
I had to be there 8 a.m. So I had to leave at 5 a.m. at latest.
Wow. Yeah.
So like I had a straight metal and like rock music thing, and I guess that saved me from probably falling asleep behind the wheel and crashing because instead I was like fucking hyped. Like I was going.
Yeah,
Like
like you need
you got
it.
like this like heavy beats going. You got
Mhm.
like there's certain lines like there's songs that just kind of hit me in a specific spot. Like
Yep.
so like there's I had like those playing a lot, and those definitely
Yeah.
yeah. I would not say saved me per se.
Okay, yeah. Like, okay, I know there's like a fine line between like, you know how some people like some there's like diehard fans that are like so like obsessed with like certain people because they're like your music saved me, like you saved my life. Like they're very much like like there's a fine line of like trying to be careful with that, but I definitely think
Yeah,
like I think for me personally, like I have had certain songs that just like played at the right time when I needed it, or like certain songs that just like really picked me up. Like do you know who Motionless you do you know Motionless in White?
we've literally talked about
Yeah,
going
okay,
to a
yeah. I was like,
concert
you were
together.
one of the only
Nah,
people.
no, I've never heard of them. Who's that?
You're like one of the only people I think that actually knows who they are. And I remember one of their songs, like it's called Unstoppable. It is actually such like a like they're very like heavy metal. I think metal alternative kind of music, if like you would consider it that.
They're
Like
they're a rock with a metal alternative.
yeah,
That's what they're
that's like
considered as.
probably the best way to explain them. But like yeah, and basically their like sound is that, but like the lyrics are so like empowering and so like it's like I will like get through to the other day basically. Like that's not verbatim, but like the lyrics are very like I'm gonna take this pain and like make something out of it, and like for me that was like the right time to like listen to that song. Like it came into my life was because like I was going through so much like life stuff that I was like this song is like this meant for me, bro. Like those like that feeling where it's like this thing is meant for me. Like I needed that at this time.
See, I never have that stuff.
Really?
I have I have had songs where it's like, oh, this is like this song I can relate to, but
Yeah.
never have had like thought, oh, this was meant for me, or I found this song now because it was the right time. I've never had like a
Mm.
sense like that. I've only really had like sense of I relate to the song. Like there was a
Yeah.
song I listened to back in it was either high school or like in the middle school.
Yeah.
It was by like a country singer called Hunter Hayes. He had a song called Invisible,
Okay.
and it's just completely a song about
Yeah.
it's really a song he sang in like a school talking about how crowded hallways can feel like the loneliest places. And if you're
Mm.
an outcast or whatever you
Been there.
may be, like how everybody like is someone different, like
Yeah. Yeah.
and that there's some reason to live. Like there's some reason to that makes you special. Stuff that makes you you, not to let others discourage you.
Yeah. That's a good message. Like I love music with like good messages too, personally. Yeah. I don't know. Do you think that like you have to be in like a certain mood to like enjoy certain music? Cuz like I'm just
Yes,
yeah. Okay. So yeah.
I heavily think that because like I it's like there's a lot of times where if I'm like in like a certain mood, like I'm not gonna go and be like, oh, let me listen to my like overly like sad music or say like Uh, I've of course not gone through like a breakup in a long time, but say I would, I'm not gonna go and listen to a song that's like all about someone being happy and love. I'll probably listen to breakup music in the
Yeah.
opposite way. But like,
Mhm.
I'm not
Exactly.
my go-to would like heavily depend in that case. In the case of like how I said like that 3 hour drive, I was listening to rock and metal. If I would listen to like a slow song, I probably would have fell asleep and probably would have crashed my car.
Yeah.
So I think mood, also like time, what's going on, heavily depends. Like
Yeah.
I know for me specifically as well, as I'm like driving, when I go to the gym, whenever like I'm in like the middle of say like lifting weights or something,
Yeah.
I heavily will be listening to my metal
Yeah, you need something
because
to
like
pump you up.
right that like the rhythm, the beat, the like
Mhm.
just everything like that just adds up to like make it kind of hype me up, like make me just kind of like push harder compared to if I had like a love song. Like I'm not going to be like, oh yeah, let me pump some iron. Like
Yeah,
oh
no. Just like
bro,
listen to
like
like the
I'm not
saddest
gonna feel
song
that.
ever.
Yeah, instead I'm just gonna be like, huh, what would happen if I just dropped this on my
Oh god. See, oh no, I'm the same. Like if I'm going to the gym and I'm like working out, I need to listen to like upbeat stuff. Otherwise, I'm just like this is not it. Like I don't want to be here. I just want to sleep instead, you know? And then
See, mine doesn't even need to fully be upbeat, but it needs to have like a more like powerful like rhythm or beat to it. Like, it does not have to be like, oh, this happy song. 90% of my songs that I
yeah.
listen to are about fake like murders and stuff like that.
Wow, really?
Like, yeah, 'cause I just love Ice Nine Kills. Like two of their most popular albums are
Mhm.
almost all the songs on are based off of movies, like horror movies.
Wow.
So like they have
Really?
some for like Friday the 13th, Halloween,
That's
Nightmare on Elm Street,
sick.
Child's Play,
Okay.
stuff like that. So like that type of stuff is like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's not like oh the song's like hyping me up due to its lyrics or anything, but it's the case of just the actual beat. Like there's one song, it's called Funeral Derangement. It is my like when I deadlift, I'm listening to that
Wow.
because there's
Yeah.
a specific line in that song where it's just like kind of like normal singing just for a moment, and then he just like um screams, "The wrath of God lies beneath this soil," when the beat drops, and that's where I
Wow.
fucking like that like hypes me. Like not like it's not like oh it's a hype up song. It's just like one of those moments where like that change in the beat, that shift,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
gets me more energized and want to do that push.
Yeah. You're like this is my moment. This is it. Yeah, no.
Exactly.
I definitely think like cuz like okay, for the longest time, I genuinely like you know how like there's like a big hype around like Lana Del Rey, right? For the longest time, like I
Yeah.
did not I had like no interest in her, but I think it was just like I had to be in a certain mood to like I think for like music like Lana is very like melodic, very like melancholy. Like you have to be in like a certain mood to like listen to music like that. Like you have to already kind of be like feeling melancholy about life. But then like when you are
I'm
feeling
gonna be
like
real.
that,
I don't know if I've ever listened to one of her
oh
songs.
my god, you should. It's so like her music is like it's very like deep, but like I think you have to be in a certain mood for it, I think. Like if I'm already like hyper and like in like a very like I'm going to get everything done today, like I don't think I would listen to her. But like music that like when I'm like in not a very like when I'm in a very like sluggish mood, like I just want to like listen and chill. Like I think I definitely like I'm like let's turn on some Lana cuz like I do love her music. Like I love her music now, but I think it's like you have to be in a certain mood to listen to certain things, you know? And
Hmm.
yeah, I don't know. Do you think like well actually I've heard this thing where music like depending on like what kind of music you listen to can actually like influence your mood too. Like even if let's say you're going through like a hard time, if you just at least like put on some like I don't know, throw on some like 2010s like throwback songs or something, like you'll probably just kind of be in a better mood anyways, like as opposed to
Well,
like
yeah,
yeah.
100%.
Do you have any
I agree with
experiences
that
or
because it's like the case of like how often. I know this is extremely often for me, but I'll just ask it back to you.
okay.
The case of like, oh, you're listening to a like depressing song or a sad song, and now like even if you had a fine day, now you're feeling like at least slightly more glum. Like,
Mhm.
does that happen to you, or is that like just
Wait, can sorry, can you word that again?
so? Like you could be in like a fine mood, like you had a good day, but then you're listening to like a bunch of like sad music for
Yeah.
whatever reason.
Mhm.
Does it
Oh.
also just make you like at least slightly
Yeah.
more glum,
See, I'm
sad
I'm
about it?
notorious. I'm notorious for doing that, and I know I shouldn't, because I'm like, I'm just gonna make myself in a bad mood. But then, that party is like, oh, but what
But
if I just
that's
want to feel sad? And then,
but yeah, see that shows like the case of like going with
yeah.
your question of
Mhm.
like does music affect a mood? I heavily think it does. I think
Yeah.
you would. I don't know if it's as much for like upbeat songs. Like
Mhm.
they can help a little bit.
Mhm.
Like I know some people put on like cheerful music, happy music, stuff like that when they're sad, and it does help them.
Yeah.
Me
Yeah.
personally, I don't know if like happy music really like
Yeah. Well, actually, you know
helps
what?
me,
Like,
but
actually,
sad music definitely does affect.
yeah, yeah. Well, like, actually, like, with what you said, like, I remember there's this one time where, like, I was down in the dumps. I think it was like one of my heartbreaks, like 2 years ago or something. And then I remember I was taking out the recycling, and I was just like not having it. I was like, this is not a great day. And then for some reason, like, the best of both worlds, like from Hannah Montana, like if any of you guys have seen that, like that came on, and then I was just in a
Best of
better mood.
both worlds.
Yeah, that, and then it was like life's what you make it. I was like, life is what you make it. And then I started like, I was like, wait, this is good. And then I started getting all hyped up like out of nowhere. So like, at least that's my experience with like one of those times where it's like I was like down in the dumps, and then music did make me like in a better mood, and I was like, this is weird. Like, I don't know, but I guess like, yeah, I don't know, it was great. And
I don't. I think for me, it does like hype music, upbeat music. I don't think it as much puts me in a better mood,
mm,
but it does distract me. Because like
yeah,
that's my biggest problem, and
mm-hmm,
I know it's a problem too.
yeah,
Is the whole like overthinking side of things. So it's like, oh, if something's making me down, then I'm thinking about it like the entire day.
yeah, mm-hmm,
But there are times where like I'll put on say like a specific song, and now it's okay. My mood's better because now I'm not thinking of A instead I'm thinking of whatever the song is instead of what was putting me down.
yeah,
So like I do think it also can change that because in that case now you're not thinking of it, but it can also do the exact opposite and make you think of it more. If you would listen to a breakup song when you just broke up, yeah, that's what everyone does. It's not a good thing to do because if you listen to a breakup song after just breaking up, you know what you can think of?
yeah, don't worry up.
Exactly, and that's
Yeah,
the same for love songs. Like it's like even if you listen to instead like a normal love song over a breakup song, now you're
yeah,
thinking of
no.
like, oh, how you failed or how you didn't like, what did you do wrong, like stuff like that.
Start
All
going
of
through
that
it.
plays in some way
Mhm.
because it'll either like change how you're viewing something, whatever. They all have a slight effect depending on when, where, what's going on.
Yep.
And that's why like I feel like music is like such a strong thing. Because like if it's
Mm.
made well, it's made well. Like you
Yeah.
will sit there and it will completely change your mood. Or it will just like put you like help you do more stuff, help motivate you to do something, or help push you past your limits, stuff like that. And
Mhm.
like I don't know of anything else that really like can do that. Like there's some stuff that can make like slight changes, like video games for an example can instead like, can anger you or make you feel happier or calmer, but not on the level of music because music is like one song can completely change the entire thing. While a
Yeah. Yeah.
game could be a whole hour long before you feel slight bit better.
Mhm. Well, yeah, like the saying that like, we're all like vibrational beings, and like music speaks well to us because like it like there's certain vibrations that hit our vibrations, and then it's like, you know what I mean? Like, I think that's probably why
I've
we like
never heard
music.
that, but I do know what you mean.
Yeah, like it makes sense, right? Actually,
It
wait, okay.
does.
Unrelated, going back to something you said, I totally forget where we were, but like I remembered I was gonna ask you. Oh yeah. When you organize your playlist, because I know some people do it differently. Like, do you organize it by like, because like this is how I do it. I do it by like first year, second year of university, or like spring of 2025, or like whatever. Like I organize it by like the time periods. Or am I weird? I don't know. D-
Um, I wouldn't say you're weird. I know a lot of people do somewhat similar stuff of like
yeah.
not maybe as much as like time of year, but instead like oh like these are like if I'm feeling this specific mood, if I'm feeling this specific way,
Yeah.
or if I want to feel a specific way. I know that's how
That's
a lot of
true.
people are, and some do associate with instead like just solely like a specific time. Like
Mhm.
some will just put like 2010 to 2015 or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
Me, I'm not anything like that. My music
Mhm.
is put into playlists of genre, solely genre.
Oh, by genre. Really?
Yep. So
Oh,
my
okay. Yeah.
my playlist literally on my phone. I could. I think I literally only have technically 10 total playlists, and a majority of them are just every single album from an artist put together, or
Wow.
whatever I have. So like
Yeah.
I have one playlist that is rock slash metal. It is all my rock and metal music. I
Yeah.
have one playlist that is country, which is all my country music. And
Mhm.
beyond that, everything's like, oh, I have a playlist for Falling in Reverse. It's only their music. Or No Need for Motionless and White. Or only Baby No Money. Like, that's how my playlist. I don't have anything in the case of like, oh, this is me. This one's supposed to make me feel happy. This one's supposed to make me feel sad. This one's supposed to like just
Yeah.
get me hyped for the show. I don't have anything like that. Mine are just
Mhm.
solely by John. And
Yeah.
90% of my songs are not even put into one of those. They're just me randomly putting my phone on shuffle.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Or if I
some
want
people
to
put
listen
it
to
in
a
like a big
specific
one.
song, I will look up said specific song.
Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah, like, cause like I do it by like time, like I do it by time periods, like year one, year two, spring, whatever, like winter, you know. But I also have my other like different playlists. Like I have one actually called Happy Town, which I named because like if I'm ever feeling like stressed or whatever, it's just like songs that just like make me happy or like are nostalgic to me that I just like throw on in case I'm like I need a moment, like I need a moment to just like sit with music and like I don't know. But
And
highly
that's how a lot of
recommend.
people are. A lot of people are much more the case of they will do songs to feel like a specific way or to
Yeah. Mhm.
match how they're feeling or change how they're feeling.
No,
I
exactly.
just don't. I've never gone really through all that. Mine's always just been the case of playlists, like
Yeah.
of like the same genre. That's just how I've always made my music.
Yeah. Do you listen to like non-lyrical music like soundtracks or whatever? Or
Sometimes I'm not as big into instrumental. I love instrumental,
yeah, yeah.
but it's not my go-to. My go-to is like, I'm a very lyrically based person for a majority
Okay.
of music.
Gotcha, yeah.
So, and that's what I was kind of saying earlier. Like, there are some songs where I prefer because of its beat, but a majority is the case of it's like I just like the lyrics
Yeah.
for whatever reason. If that's because it matches, if that's because I feel like it's really like deep. Like for an example, um, Papa Roach's "Last Resort." I have no connection to that song, but is that song phenomenal and I love it for its lyrics?
mm,
Yes.
yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
but like other ones, like there's some Ice Nine Kill songs that's like I love them for more of their beat, their lyrics I
Mm-hmm.
like, but I don't pay as much attention to them.
Yeah.
But that's that's just kind of where it goes. Is really just is much more focused on the lyrics, with that hint of there are some in there that I prefer for their beat, but I still listen to them with their lyrics if they have. I don't ever really like, oh, I want to listen to a song's instrumental. It's never really what I want.
Yeah, yeah, no, I
That's
get that.
nothing wrong with that. That's just not my cup of tea. It's just the instrumental.
Yeah, yeah. I think like the only times I'll like actually just listen to like the only like instrumental music I'll listen to is probably like soundtracks of like video games like Wind Waker and like Mario Galaxy, but just because I really love the music from it. And usually that's like when I'm studying or like trying to do something that isn't like as like in my face, like in my ears, you know what I mean? Like I don't know, sometimes I do, like you know how some people like listen to music, like I do this too. Like I listen to music and then sometimes when I'm bored of music, I'll switch to a podcast. It's kind of like when I'm just tired of like talking and singing, like I just need just like the melody background music, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah. Like for me that's like probably what I do, but it's not very often. Like just
I mean that's very fair. That's something that I have done at times. Is like I'll put on something just for like it's more like calming
Mhm.
um, music behind it. But it's one like you said, it's not very often. And there's not many songs where I'm like, that's what I want to do is I want to just listen to like just that or whatever. Like, there's not much that that's what I choose to
Mhm. Yeah. Actually, well, speaking of like this entire thing, like who are your favorite like artists, like musical artists? Like just so
do.
you know.
Ice Nine Kills,
Just
and that is
instant.
100% my favorite band, my favorite
Okay.
artist. I will sit here and listen to Ice Nine Kills on repeat for the entire day and
Okay.
not care.
All right. What do you like about
But then
them?
there are like one, I love the fact that, like I said, like they're like primarily that like based on like horror movies and everything like that. I
Right.
find
Right.
that extremely interesting,
That is really cool.
especially because like I grew up watching horror movies,
Yeah.
so something like that for me is like I just love it because then like oh I know like what it's relating to, but then it also goes to that case of like with their beat, like how I said the one song like where screams like the wrath of God lies beneath the soil, and then it like, has a major beat drop. Like
Mhm.
it just gets me hyped. Like certain songs like
Yeah.
that just
I
put
love
me in a
that.
mood where I'm just ready to go,
Mhm. No, 100%.
whatever that may mean at that time.
Okay, okay. Yeah, no, like I love when like artists do like their specific albums or their vibe is just like centered around a theme. Like what you said with Ice Nine Kills, they have like horror theme and like they do like it makes me want to listen to it now actually too. Cause like I don't know, I love artists that like play around with like concepts of things, you know? Like especially like
Yeah,
well, actually, you know who Melanie Martinez is, right? Like that's like her.
no clue.
You don't know who that is? Or is it sarcasm?
No, I've heard of them through you.
Really? Okay, yeah, yeah. So she, like her, I think, I don't know if it was her first album, but the first album I found of her was called Crybaby, and the entire premise is about, like, growing up being called a crybaby, and it's about this, like, character. Like, she builds this whole entire world. Her name's Crybaby, and, like, you get to see her, like, in every music video, like, go through different, like, life experiences that are very, like, common to go through for somebody, like, with that specific, like, character, like, archetype, I guess. And I love when like musical artists do that. They just like build like a whole world with their music, you know? Like
Well, that's another thing I love about like Ice Nine.
mhm.
So I don't know if they did this with their older albums, but
Okay.
with their albums called the Silver Screen, which are the based off like movies and stuff,
Mhm.
their music videos it all like lines up into like a case. Like so, the first Silver Scream, what ends up happening is like Spencer Charnas, which is the lead singer,
Mhm.
is having these nightmares. He's going to a therapist.
Yeah.
Therapist is trying to help him, but the therapist thinks the reason that like some some reason with every single like nightmare that Spencer has, a murder happens the exact same way.
Yeah.
And in like the like wherever he is, there was a lot of just murders happening, and it was just all right wherever they were touring. Like, of course, like this is in just like the song's actuality,
Yeah.
but it's like that's something interesting that they would do there, and then have like a full story of it. So like for that specific album, it continues on. Like he's having these therapy sessions with, of course, his therapist, and then like he's talking about his dreams and everything.
Yeah, yeah.
And then it comes to a case of just him, the therapist thinking like, oh, this is him that's doing it, and trying to like investigate it more.
Okay.
And then like it ends the album with uh, a song called "It Is the End," which is based off it or Pennywise.
Oh, that's so cool. Okay, I really want to listen to them now. Like what the heck? I never knew
And
like
then it will
that's
be
what they
like the
did.
case of yeah. So like I would highly suggest listening to the like watching the actual music videos for at least Silver Scream.
Okay, okay, yeah.
But so like like because like, it later on goes to the therapist thinks it's him. Then Spencer, I mean, well, like the therapist is knocked unconscious, wakes up and is like tied up,
Mm.
and Spencer is there with him, also tied up.
Oh, okay.
and like they're having like this conversation. Like doctor's like, "What? I thought this was you doing this." And Spencer's like, "If it was me, why would I be here?" Pretty much. And then like they hear stuff like shifting, and the doctor says to Spencer, "Hey, what's happening?" And then you hear Spencer's voice start to like drown out as he like falls like further away, screaming, "I don't know."
Yeah, wow.
And then it comes to a case of like a song starts playing. It is the end, and it's about like a clown that's like singing pretty much to the doctor, like making him think. And then later on, he once again figures out that it's Spencer. It actually is Spencer. He
Oh.
figures out for sure Spencer. And Spencer told him that he knew pretty much like the entire time, and that he actually ended up like drugging him, and that it didn't matter what happened because he was going to die in the next like few minutes.
Wow. Yeah.
And so then it finally like ends with like after that it goes to like Spencer escaping from a building and blaming all the murders on the doctor.
Yeah.
All the murders he blamed on the therapist, who is now dead, because he wrote like a fake note for saying the therapist took his own life because he caused all the murders. That like, Spencer was like going to be his next victim. That he targeted all his like, patients and stuff like that.
Wow.
It's such like an interesting like story that they do from it. Like they've made like a book from it too for the silver screen. They've made books for the whole thing. It's all so
Wow.
interesting
Okay,
in
so
my
they like
opinion.
really went in with like building the whole like world of it, I
It's
guess.
it's pretty much like them playing like an entire movie, and they do the exact same thing at concert, which is another reason I love.
That's actually
I
so
went to
cool.
their concert end of last month.
Oh, really?
Right, it's still September, right? I
Okay.
think it's still September.
Yeah, yeah. It is
So
September.
yeah, end of August, I went to a concert. This is the second time I've gone, and they always put on such like a show. Like they will have like people who are acting as like they have one that's what is it? It's I'm trying to think what like the movie is. I think I think it's Silent Hill,
Okay.
and they have like people like dressed up running around as like he's like infected, and like this chick running from them through like the fog and everything. They put on a full show even at the concerts.
That's so cool though. What the heck? Oh my
It
god.
is it's like such an enjoyable concert just to go to. Like I will keep going to theirs, not even if like I love the music, but also just for like the theatrics that they play.
Okay, okay. Yeah, that kind of like ties into like the whole topic of today, which like I didn't ask like the general like grand question, I guess. It's like what do you think makes artists good? But I guess you're kind of listing some things like if the theatrics are good, like the voice, like is there anything else you would say?
I think of course like the lyrics on their own is like a
Mm,
huge thing. Like especially like depending how deep it is. Like you don't even have to relate to a song. It's like really deep.
yeah.
It can be like such like a hit to everyone. Like for an example, Creep, Radiohead.
Yeah.
One of them such like a popular song, one of their most popular songs, at least in my opinion.
Okay.
And
Yeah, yeah.
I don't love Creep for the reason of like, oh, I relate to it.
Yeah.
I love it because I think it is like such like a deep song, deep
Yeah.
like meaningful song,
Yeah, yeah.
and it's also just like well sung. It's
No, I
well
agree.
written, everything like that. I think that is all stuff that like heavily plays a part.
Yeah. Especially like writing music is
What is
hard.
it? Does it have a good meaning? What was that?
Writing music is hard too. Like I think like as easy as I'm like, oh, that's easy to write a song. Like it really is not. Like to think of like a your own original like melody kind of thing and like the lyrics and like everything going together. Like it really is impressive what these people do.
It's it's not even just that. It's also a case of like, yeah, writing the song. Like people can write lyrics, but for it to then have like a like any type of like value to it to make it even like decent is like a whole nother thing. That's what I'm saying. Like if it's like a deep song, like it in my opinion makes it better because then you can
Mm.
either relate to it more or like
Yeah.
it's just like you feel more of their emotion from it,
Yeah.
whatever it may be. And like all kinds of people, that's what they do is they'll make like a song, but and they think it will be a hit, but it's like, oh, there's no like emotional no emotional attachment
Mm,
to it.
yeah.
So
Well,
then it's just
actually,
like,
so you go first. You go first.
huh. I was just gonna say, so like then that song just feels like kind of going. And there's some that don't need to have the emotional attachment to be good,
Yeah.
but like a lot that I at least have like a big like emotional tie.
Yeah. Well, yeah, like with the emotional aspect, like I know that's why a lot of people like people wonder why like Taylor Swift is so big, right? And I think it's because like all of her music is so like basically like you're like reading her diaries, and it's like a lot of the stuff is relatable to a lot of like young girls and like or even just women experiencing life, that it's like it's hard to hate on something that you relate to. And I think that's what makes her such like a genius in a way. Like it's like she just like basically spills all of her guts into music, and it's like, well, yeah, everyone's going to relate to it, and that's why they like her, you know? And like me
Yeah,
personally,
and
like
that's why like I can.
that's why I
I'm not
like it
like a
too. Yeah.
big Taylor Swift person, but I think that's why like a lot of people do
Yeah.
really like her. Like,
Mhm.
I think she has good music. I just don't personally listen to it often.
Yeah, that's fair.
But it's like one of those things, like you said, it's like if it like a lot more people can connect to it because like she's talking about say like, heartbreak or like finding like the love of her life, whatever it may be. Like it allows for more of that like, emotional bondage that I think people, so many people are like sought out.
Yeah.
Like if you have something happen to you and you feel like oh you're in the wrong or you're crappy or whatever, if you have something out there like say this that went through a similar thing,
Mhm.
stuff like that's gonna make it so now it's like okay maybe what I did wasn't so bad or maybe it was the right thing to do. It lets you be more accepting of what happened, in my
Yeah,
opinion, because
like
now you see you're not alone. And that is
yeah,
like a
yeah.
lot of people part is feeling alone.
Exactly. And that's what's great like so great about music is that like people can use music to like make people feel less alone. And like I know that's it's definitely like done that for me. And well, you know what though? Uh, like okay, along the lines with like what we were saying, how like something else I really love. Like I just love when like artists just like think outside the box, or when they are just like so creative. Like they're vulnerable, yes, but they're when they're also like just not afraid to like just do something that like isn't really done. Like I'm gonna talk about Taylor Swift again, but like she wrote 3 songs and then she calls it like the teenage love triangle, which like each of the songs is a perspective from the person in the love triangle, which is like it's interesting because usually you just hear about like oh the one person who got heartbroken from it, but like you hear from all 3 perspectives, and I think that's like what's really like magical about that is like you can literally use music to do whatever. Like you don't have to confine yourself to what the standard like oh pre-chorus, chorus, like melody, whatever. Like when artists can like do something outside the box, like that's when I'm like okay, you are really cool. I don't know. I'm out there like
And
gushing
that's
about
see
it.
that's another thing that I feel like is extremely hard with like new and upcoming like songwriters or
Yeah.
like if you say want to make one yourself
Yeah.
is like how do you make it different? Like there are
Yeah.
thousands, if not millions, of love songs.
Mhm.
You see, okay, how do you make yours stand out?
No,
Same for
exactly.
breakup songs. How do you make yours stand out?
Yep.
Like, what makes you different from everyone else? What would make me want to listen to, say, you in your breakup song compared to Taylor Swift?
No, exactly. Yeah.
That's like the whole thing is like, and I feel like that makes it like that much harder to write music because especially now you have so much more that is like you're pretty much in competition
Yeah, like
with.
everything's kind of been
Like
done.
every musician is in competition technically with every other musician of that same music type.
Yep. Mhm. No, 100%.
Because so like then you have to think like, okay, how do I make mine different? What is making mine stand out compared to
Yeah.
Taylor Swift,
Yeah.
to
Yeah. Actually, you know
whoever
what?
else?
Like I was watching or I was listening to this podcast I think the other day, and I was learning so much about like different artists and like how they like got their success and whatever. And Sabrina Carpenter has actually been in the music industry for like 10 years now, and she's only recently like blown up to the way she was like from the song Espresso, you know what I mean? Like I'm sure you've heard it. And
Yeah, and I mean that's how a lot of artists are. A lot of
yeah.
artists will, like have been making music for years and they
Mhm.
don't become found out until not after. An example,
Yeah.
Dan and Shay's my favorite country band. They're a duo.
Mhm.
They're from like the same. one of them is from the same state I'm in,
Yeah.
and it's the case of like I went to one of their very first ever concerts with their first album. They were with
Oh,
uh,
okay.
another like country singer I enjoy. Like they knew each
Yeah.
other. They went with him. They were his opening act.
Mm.
And now a lot of people know their songs like Tequila and Speechless. Those two started
Ah.
playing on the radio like, a couple years back, like all the time.
Yeah, yeah. Right, right.
But that was like 1 or 2. That was probably 2 years ago when that was like at like its peak.
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
probably been listening to Dan and Shay for probably close to 10 years.
Yeah. Right? No, it's same thing with
Like
Bay.
it's
Like
like that's a whole nother thing. It's like that finding that one specific song that makes you stand out, or finding this one specific thing that makes it like more people enjoy it. But a lot of musicians will be doing it for years before they're even recognized by more than 1% of the population.
no, exactly, yeah. Well, I was gonna say it was like with Baby No Money too. Like he's been uploading a lot more songs lately, and but like I've known him since like I think like 2020, and like I never expected him to like blow up to the way he is now, but it's really cool to see. Like it's genuinely really cool to see like an artist you've liked for so long, and then like things are just getting better for them. Like they're starting to make more music, they're starting to get more publicity, and you're just like I don't know. It's really cool seeing their journey happen, and I think that's like part of what I appreciate about artists is like seeing their progress, you know. And
Oh, and even and going with like more of him, he's still gonna keep going.
yeah,
There's still so many people out there who don't even know him, or they've heard of him
right.
but never listened to his music. There's
Yeah,
a
no.
lot of people out
Yeah. Like maybe
there, and that
maybe I
like,
think he's big, but
I I wouldn't say Baby No Money is someone I would consider mainstream.
not yet. I could see it happening though.
I
Yeah.
could definitely see it happening,
Yeah.
but right this moment, I would not
Mhm.
consider him mainstream
Yeah. Yeah.
compared to like Sabrina Carpenter, Olivia Rodrigo,
Yeah, that's
Taylor
true.
Swift,
Mhm.
Eminem, like all these other people who either
Yeah.
are or were like mainstream. I feel like Baby No Money's still not even there.
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
personally never heard a Baby No Money song on the radio.
yeah. Wow, okay, okay. Yeah, no.
So like looking at it that case, yeah, he's probably grown a lot since you started listening to him. He's grown a lot since I started listening. But there
Yeah.
is still so much more room where he could get put on the radio. He could like go on tour with like these bigger people. He could say perform at the Super Bowl. Like there's all kinds of
Yeah.
still like steps up that he's not even at.
Yeah. Well, like well, speaking of like I think for me, like part of what I also like about artists and like for me like what I like look for, I think also because like I'm in like the creator space, I'm always looking at things like marketing and like themes and like how they dress or how they act and it's like that all plays a part
Mm.
into like music artists like identities too is like when they're releasing a certain album, right, they'll probably post certain things on their Instagram, maybe they'll change their profile photo, everything will be like a specific color or like and I think for me like something I really appreciate is when they are very like on par with what their theme is and they know what they like know what their theme is. Especially for like albums, because sometimes like the message, like I've seen artists where like the message isn't very clear, and I'm like, oh, this person could have like popped off way more if they like fine tuned it a bit, you know, or like maybe had a solid like this album is about this, you know, and
Yeah,
yeah, like I think the
see that is
cohesiveness.
something that's nice is whenever they're not afraid to step out. Like
Yeah.
once
Mhm.
again, we can just go right back to Baby No Money.
yeah. Okay.
This guy has done everything. Like he literally has an entire song where he's just fully like in drag.
yeah.
He's not afraid.
I
He
love
doesn't
that.
care. Like
I love that about him though.
and he will and like even outside of like music, like he is just like this like his personality matches his music. Like
Yep. Mhm.
just the other day he posted on his Instagram that he did a Sanrio cosplay with some people.
Oh my, I love that. No. Oh, I
And
actually
like
I
it's
saw
like
that
that
actually.
that fits his music. Like he
yeah.
has like that much more of like non-caring, like joking, like type of music.
Yeah.
Like that is his music. He has some
Yeah.
that are more serious. That's a majority of his music, and it shows by how he
Exactly. Like very very
acts. While
cohesive,
other
very
people
like
like they would like not like they won't show like that weirder side of them or like
yeah.
have fun with stuff. Like, oh yeah, they might make a similar song to Baby No Money for an example,
Yeah.
but they're not like
Well,
exploring ways to make it like unique. Like they're not like dressing up in certain ways, putting on
Yeah.
theatrics.
Well, exactly.
Maybe
Like,
No Money is heavily that case of like
yeah. Like
partially
it's
theatrics, but like heavily like he just you can tell.
yeah, like it's very like his like cuz Baby No Money like his music's like goofy, right? Like it's very his personality. Like it's very like cohesive as like one. Like it's very intentional. Like I don't think we'd ever see like Beyonce go and like cosplay as like a toilet. Like that's what Baby No Money did. Like I don't think we'll ever see her cosplay as a
Now
toilet.
let's see it.
But I imagine. No, but like I think her cuz her vibe, her like aesthetic, her branding is very like polished, very like modern, very like sophisticated kind of thing. Cause like that is just what her vibe is. Like I don't think she could ever like if she ever did randomly like cosplay, I think people would like it would definitely make headlines, but I don't think she would ever do it because it's just very not like in her, you know. Unless she decided to switch it up one
At
day, I
least
don't know.
not to
She
like
can do
as
whatever.
extreme. Like
Yeah,
I could see her doing like some like minor cosplay. Nothing like once again, Baby No Money. This is always extreme.
yeah, no,
Like
exactly.
how many people are you gonna see like who pays all this money to get like all this makeup done to him for him to cosplay as like this Borderlands character that he did the other day? Like
Okay, yeah, yeah.
I was looking at it, and it is so well done.
Right?
He looks like he's in the art style of Borderlands.
Yeah,
You're
I
never
love
gonna
it.
see that from 90% of people.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
like that's something that really, in my opinion, makes him stand out as well, while still matching, like we said, like it matches his music, just like Beyonce matches her music, and like
Yeah.
Taylor Swift, I feel like she heavily matches her music
Oh
too
yeah, yeah.
because like
Very like personal, very
she
like the Easter egg
right,
she
she
drops
looks
too.
like the type of person where that would be like her type of music. That
Mhm.
like, sad or like love songs, breakup songs,
Yeah, yeah. Or like Sabrina Carpenter
personal
too. Like
songs.
hers is very like 90s, 80s themed because like that's just kind of like she's very like vintage vibes because that's just her music style.
Same
So,
for like if we're talking about like vintage vibe, we look at Chapel Roan. I
oh
don't like Chapel Roan.
yeah.
I will say that right
You're gonna
now.
make
I
so many
hate
people
Chapel.
mad right now.
That's the point. I hate Chapel Roan, and it's not
What?
because
That's
her
crazy.
music is bad. I hate her voice. I
Really?
think she has an awful singing voice,
Okay. Yeah, maybe like I mean everyone has their
and
like
like
strengths and weaknesses.
because like I think her music is catchy. Like
Mhm.
Pink Pony Club, Hot to Go, like those are extremely catchy songs. I don't,
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
and that's like going to like that thing earlier. Like if they have a bad voice, even like it's not like a terrible voice, but it's like I don't like it.
Yeah, I
And
was
so like
like
I won't listen to her music like willingly. Like if it like oh it comes on the radio, like I might not change it because I do think it's catchy. I just
yeah.
don't like her voice.
Yeah. I mean, well, music is subjective, right? Like you don't have to like every single artist. You don't have to like every single like song, you know? Like, yeah, you just have a preference
No,
and like there's
everyone
nothing wrong with
has to
that.
agree with us. We know all. Everyone just needs to agree with us.
No, everyone, I'm
Uh,
stealing your
don't
Minecraft
come at
cookies if
me.
you don't. Err.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay, we are like kind of like getting close to that time. So I do want to ask you like just like a for funsy question just for like the viewers and for just for fun. Okay. In your entire lifespan, have you ever had a celebrity crush on a singer or like I don't know, it could be an
no,
actress too. You have not? I was going to say
no.
who? I was going to say who?
I don't personally fully understand like the whole like celebrity crush thing. Like, are there like celebrities out there, musicians, YouTubers, actors, where I'm like, oh, like they're really pretty or they're really funny or whatever. Yes,
Yeah, yeah.
but I would never
Okay.
be like, oh, I wish I could be with them. Like that's never really been like a thought that came to my mind.
Really? Cuz like for me I
At
was
least
so
not one
like
that would like stick around. Like there's cases where it'd be like, yeah, I wish I was with her because like she's pretty. Like for an example,
mhm.
me and my dad, we both think Peyton List is beautiful.
Oh, she is. Oh my gosh, she's
No,
gorgeous.
like so, like would I say like would I do I wish I was with her? Yeah, not because I have a crush on her, but just because like one, like I love like a lot of stuff she's acted in. Two,
Yeah,
she's beautiful. Two, you know how big of a flex it would be to be with any celebrity?
that's
Like
true.
any
That's
celebrity that
true.
is well known.
Yeah. See, for me, that would be like Emma Watson. Like, if I could like hang out with her for one day, I would like just be the happiest person alive, just because like of everything she's done and just like who she is. You know?
And that's the other thing. Like, I would more want to be the case of I don't care if I date them. I'd
Yeah.
be just as interested just to like hang out with
Yeah, like just
it.
get
Like
to know them. Like, yeah. No,
Like
I
I
get that.
I used to love watching Smosh, and there's like Courtney Miller on there. One, I think she's beautiful, but her and
Mm,
Shane Top one, they're together. But I think they're both just like, so fun. Like, they're these boisterous people that like don't really care. Like I would
yeah.
love to just spend a day with them or like be friends with.
No, I get that.
And there are so many people like that. Baby No Money,
Mhm. Oh my god, I would
him.
love
Like,
to hang out with Baby No Money. That would be so fun. Like I feel like it'd just be like a good time.
and that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think mine's as much as a case of a celebrity crush on them as much as
Yeah.
I would love to get to know them in
Yeah.
whatever way that may be.
No, I get that.
I
Yeah.
think it would just be very enjoyable if I was like,
Yeah.
because there's so many reasons.
See, like for me, I see. Okay, I was like a boy crazy gal in high school. Okay, so I'm gonna say like I was definitely like one of those like boy band lovers. Okay, like I was very into One Direction. I was very like into Why Don't We, especially. Like I, you know, ugh, Jack Avery, Corbin Besson. I'm sorry, they are like very gorgeous men. Okay, but like yeah, like for me that was probably what like the extent of it. I think after high school is definitely like I'm kind of more where you are. Is like I don't know if I'd say like I'd have a crush on them, but more so like I would love to like get to know them and like see what like they do on a daily basis. Like what do you do in your lifestyle? Like what do you do to like get here, you know?
And that's what I feel like is like the difference. Like I feel like people who say they have like true like celebrity crushes,
Mhm.
like it's like to an extent, I feel like it's too extreme. Like some of
Yeah.
them are like
Yeah,
you
it's
don't
like
really like we
insane.
don't actually know these people. Yeah, we know their music, we know how they've acted, whatever.
Yeah. Like they know
We don't
everything
actually
to
know
their like DNA. Like they're like
right. Well, not even like that. Like, it's a case of like we don't really know much like about them actually as like a person unless of course you've
yeah,
hung out with them. Then it could be a
exactly.
difference. But like to say you have a celebrity crush and
Yeah.
like one that you actually made like you pretty much like fawn over the person.
Yeah.
I like I question like why, how, like for someone you don't know. Like I can understand being like, oh,
Mm.
this person's so pretty, this person's so funny, this person's like
Yeah.
so like
Well,
sexy, whatever. Like I understand having those thoughts. But
yeah.
I do not, I think there's a line between like that stuff and a crush.
Yeah,
I
like
think
the
that stuff
parasocial
is
stuff.
just saying how you think about their looks or how they are.
Yeah, no.
But like a crush is like, oh, you would pretty much do anything to date this person
Yeah. It's like they got body
because
pillows, they
of
got
some
like
reason.
autographed like album covers, they got like posters and pillowcases and like very
Yeah,
extreme.
people,
But
and
to me
that's what I'm
those
saying.
people
There's definitely like a fine line between a crush and just like
obsession.
feeling like right, like an
Yeah.
obsession, a crush, and then also just a case of like just thinking like they're good
Yeah.
looking. That's like more of my case. Like
Yeah.
I would say like yeah, I'd happily date them. I'd love to date them. I'd love to go, but it's like not the case of as much of a crush as I
Yeah.
just think it would be like a good time.
Yeah,
That's more
no.
of how I look.
No, exactly. No, I totally get you on that. I think I'm the same. Yeah, no. There's because it's like definitely like freaky and like scary too, like how obsessive like some fans, like quote unquote fans, like I don't even know if you're actually a true fan if you're gonna go and stalk somebody you quote unquote like, because I feel like that's just like disrespectful, you know. But like,
It's just kind of creepy.
yeah, like some people get to that point though. That's like like that's where you need to like really be careful of like, do you actually like them like that, or do you just like the idea of them? And
Right.
yeah. Well, anyways, I think we're just getting to that time. So, unless you have any final remarks, I guess we could just end the podcast episode here. What do you say, Himiko?
Chapel Roan, and that's making no money.
Get us canceled, bro. All
Like
right.
episode 2, I'm getting this canceled.
Yeah, it's like that's it. End the podcast, guys.
How
Thanks for
much
listening.
how much hate can I already get from the get?
The most controversial podcast on the internet. It's gonna be us, I swear. Anyways.
I sure hope so.
No. Okay. Anyways, that's a wrap. We'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye.
See ya.
Oops.